up for Mr. Dick Lee.
Hello, EXP. Boy, I tell you, when Tom and everybody else, the leaders here, said, "Can you speak?" I'm like, "I guess so." And I said, "Yeah, why not?" So a little bit about before me. I'm lazy. I didn't send my slide in, my photo and everything. So my wife and I have been with EXP since December 2017. Since then, we now have 12 personals. I was a size 15, lost a couple, shame on me. Duds, I call them duds, it's okay, quality, not quantity. And we've grown it to now 68 in our group, okay? So, before EXP, 1970, I want to thank my parents for giving birth to me. Number one, thank you for them. Fast forward to 1984, high school. Who here in this room has seen adversity? Raise your hand. Is that it? That's it? Wow. 1984, freshman at Newton South High School. The only Chinese kid on the football team. Imagine how that feels, okay, for everybody who played football. Coach Armin Kajoyan, may he rest in peace. He says, "Lee, ignore the noise." Noise. You can hear lots of noise. You can hear lots of everything on that field. So I'm a freshman, played JV ball, dressed for varsity, saw 2 games. I was a halfback. And the noise was crazy. And I was like, "You're going to kill me." They didn't kill me. I scored my first touchdown in my second game. And it was really, really interesting because every time I come back in, he says, "Don't listen to the noise, don't listen to the noise," and I didn't listen to the noise. Fast forward to winter of that year, 1984. Chris Omochenko, he was my indoor track coach. He says, "Dick, I just need you to run, and just run as fast as you can." And these verbs that I'm giving you, noise, run. My shirt, what does it say? Hustle. Spring, 1985, still a freshman. Coach Neil McPhee, my high school baseball coach. He was also my college baseball coach as well, too. He just retired from Northeastern University, where Coach Glavin is now the head coach at Northeastern University. He says, "Have no fear. No fear at all." I was a middle infielder in high school, moved into the outfield in college. You could base on my sports that I played. I was fairly fast. I could run, okay? So run, hustle, avoid the noise. Fast forward to 1988, I graduate high school, attend Northeastern University, marketing, not sure what I did with it, serial entrepreneur. I was an average student at best, okay? I tripped into the real estate business on the mortgage side of the business. Northeastern it's a 5-year school, so I was on the 5-year plan. Not really the 5-year plan, but it's a 5-year school, okay? Surprised I even finished, to be very honest with you. So they have a program called co-op, where you work half the time and you're in school the other half the time. So I tripped into the business. I was content at selling sneakers at the athlete's foot. Everybody remember the athlete's foot, red shirt, khakis? So I was selling sneakers, and my co-op advisor says, "Dick, you better find a job because you're not going to be selling sneakers your whole life." So she found me a job as a loan processor with Bank of Boston, which is now Bank of America. Did that, got offered a position before I finished as a mortgage underwriter in 93. But let me back up. In 1991, I have this love-hate relationship with my father, okay? So in 1991, I had to file bankruptcy. 1991 bankruptcy, okay? And that hurt because in my mind, it wasn't my fault. My parents had put real estate property in my name when I was 18 years of age, where I qualified for a mortgage. I didn't even know what a mortgage was. I knew there was a house, and they said, "Here, just sign here." So I signed away, filed for bankruptcy, cleared out about $2,000 worth of beer bills from Citibank, my college life, right? That was about it, but it screwed me for a little bit. But I was still able to find a job, but I was bitter. I was mad. I was pissed at my dad. I mean, who wouldn't be? You know, you love him, you hate him. I still love him, but I hate him. You know, you forgive, but you don't forget, and that's where I am right now with him, okay? So move forward. I'm a people person. I can't be an underwriter. It's boring. It's not fun. You know, you're sitting there plugging away, pulling faxes that's twirling in thermal paper. You're blaming your loan officer. You're blaming the realtors out here. Where's my paperwork? Fell underneath the cabinet. Not my fault. Hate, right? You know, hate. Noise. And then you rewind the clock. You think about, you know, what my coach said to me, my 3 coaches. Ignore the noise. No fear. Run. Okay? Hustle. So I became a loan officer. I said, gee, I'm going to forget about the salary. Straight commission now. How does that feel? Everybody in here is straight commission. We're all straight commission, right? You know, were we all scared when we first started in the business? Have no fear. So I became a loan officer. The first year was tough. Then I figured it out, went back home, went back to Newton, Massachusetts, and spoke to all my parents' friends, my friends' parents, and just the circle of influence. You're the dot, and you drive circles around everything. And I became the #1 loan officer for Bank of Boston 2 short years after that. Then became all the mergers, Fleet Bank, then Bank Boston. I left. I had a vision. We all saw the vision boards. I had a vision of owning my own company. So in 1998, my daughter Kiana was born. That was responsibility. I mean, dads out here, when your first kid was born, it's like everything changes. The way you drive, the way you speak, everything changes. Going forward to all that, 2002, after working for banks, mortgage companies, subprime mortgage companies too. You know, I climbed all the way to the pinnacle of my mortgage career, where I was a regional manager for a now defunct mortgage company, which I will not mention here. Responsible for 400 plus loan officers in 40 branches, but it wasn't fun. I was making a lot of money, but it wasn't fun. Opened my own company in 2002, my awesome wife, Pauline. We sold it 3 years ago. Okay, so 3 years ago, 3 years this April, so that's April 2017, I think it was, 2016. Sold it, cashed in, okay? Then we've been in real estate also. And I said, damn, that was awesome, nice paycheck. But it took me all those years, from 2002 to 3 years ago, to build a mortgage company up from New England into Florida, and I had 50-something loan officers. In all those years, it took me to build that business, and I sold it, cashed in. It was great, but it wasn't having fun. Did some consulting work with some banks, other mortgage companies. I'm still with a mortgage company today, along with EXP, because, you know, why not? You got to make as much as you can. You got to hustle. If you're not hustling, somebody else is going to out-hustle you. So, December 2017, where's Tom? This guy changed my life. I remember I'm his go-to lender, #1, okay? So we already have that trust relationship feeling, the brotherhood, okay? So I remember that night specifically, and I'll describe that night to you. You know, I know him, I could read Tom pretty well. Almost, maybe not as quite as well as Marissa, but I could read him. And Tom, you know I'm going to say, we were at the top of the hub on the tallest building in Boston at the Prudential Center. And I said, dude, something's up. What are you hiding from me? And he was smiling, and I can't tell you now, I can't tell you now. And I think that's when Scott and Traci came into town, right? Remember Traci? But it was something about that where I was like, something's up, and and then you guys came to my mortgage office and did a presentation. So it was this is when I still had my company. And I was like, that's pretty interesting, And then, of course, Tom goes, you got to sign up. Should I bring you in or should I bring Dawn in? I'm like, whatever, I'm in. So I was an easy sell. I didn't say no. I said, I'll do it. because I trusted my brother Tom. Tom trusted Scott and Traci, and that's why I'm here. So anyways, through pain, through lots of hustle, I'm growing this business. I'm continually growing this business. What's interesting to note here is that, out of my 12 personals, originally 15, out of those 12, 4 happened in the last 30 days, and hopefully 5 this week is what I'm hoping. So how did that happen? How did I become in December all the way till now? You lose a few. We're all going to lose a few here and there in our whole group. It happens, okay? It's okay. We want to drop the dead weight. Forget the noise. Continue to hustle every day. So we're on the Gladiators. People who are in the Gladiators, we're on the call every Wednesday. We challenge ourselves. We listen to tidbits. And in December, November, everybody's going to make, I think it was 2-a-days, right? I think it's 2-a-days. So I was giving exposures. I was giving 2-3 presentations a day in December. Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, every day I was giving presentations. When I landed in Houston yesterday, I gave 2 presentations in the Galleria area, and I'm from Boston. So the point I want to drive to you is continue to hustle, drive, but follow the system, okay? Follow the system. You're going to hear different systems here. I didn't even know what cats were until I saw it today, but I practice cats every day. I compliment, then I attract. Compliment more, then I'm going to take away, okay? And then I'm going to serve them. I like to use the word serve because if you bring them into the company, you need to serve them. You're now your new business partner. You need to serve them, okay? Don't just bring them in and leave them out there. So that's what I did, and I lost 3. They left them out there. 2 of them didn't sell real estate, so it didn't matter anyways, because we don't get paid if they don't sell. So if you could do me the honor of this, who's on Instagram here? If you could all follow me at The Real Dick Lee, I would love you all to death. I really want to be verified this year with that little blue checkbox. Don't know why, it's a personal goal, but The Real Dick Lee. I'm going to try to put good nuggets on here every day just to promote EXP, promote what I'm doing with myself and my family. But really, follow the system. You're going to hear lots of things. Follow the system, follow the system, follow the system. Don't reinvent the wheel. Recreate the wheel. My personal goal is 30 personal agents this year with 300 in my group. It's recorded. The Fish recorded that on our call. So Chris is with the Lewis group. It's hard, but I look at that and I'm like, I could do this because every day I look at it and it's grown by 1 agent at a time, maybe 2 or 3. But for those of you guys who have personals, everybody has a personal here, unless you're a guest. Thank you for coming if you're a guest. Okay, it's a phenomenal company. But help your personals, help your level 2s, and maybe help your level 3s attract other agents with 3-way calls. We're sitting here today, Anthony Kim, who's my level 3 back there, he has my level 4 was texting me today, and I stepped down and I called him, hey, what's going on? He was just giving a presentation. So it's just being there when you need to be. If we all follow the system, there's no doubt in my mind that we're going to hit 45,000 agents by the end of this year, easily. So to close, I say the biggest nugget I can give you right now is hustle, hustle, hustle. Okay, compliment is huge. If you're attracting a big agent, whoever that big agent is, okay, as your personal, start with compliments. You may or may not have a relationship with him or her, but start with a compliment. When you compliment something, they will like your compliment. They'll respond to you, okay? I'm dripping on agents, big producing agents, 40, 50 million a year, some larger, from KW, from Compass. Does everybody know what Compass is? So Compass is growing big in Massachusetts, and they're growing big everywhere. I cannot wait for Manhattan to launch. There are some big, big fish in Manhattan, and I want to be swimming in that pond, okay? Because each personal is only $2,800, each personal, if they cap. So up in Boston, we don't have the pleasure of a 6% commission, it's 5% up there. So we need to do $3.2 million to cap. So down here in Texas, it's 2.6, I think, right around there. So how many agents do you guys know that sell that kind of volume per year? It's pretty simple. You know, everybody knows at least 10. Show those 10 how to get 10, and it grows massively. But it's hustle, it's a lot of work. It's not overnight, guys. Okay, it is not overnight. You know, we all want those big checks. We all want. You know, nothing's going to be handed to you on a silver platter. You got to work hard for it. And that's all I got. Work hard and keep hustling. Thank you.